Say hi to the VOD. The recording has started. It's time to go. VOD people can't even hear the music because they're dumb and they weren't here. It's too quiet for me to hear at the workplace. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But I salute you for watching this at the workplace. You are a strong individual, Thornbury, and I commend you. So I guess see this is copyright free music. This is the ordinary stuff. Don't look at my don't look at that. We're gonna listen to some jats. We're gonna listen to some. Let's see. I'm fixing my. I can only hear, can't see. Ah, I see. Do you just have your fucking like phone in your pocket or something? Or is this a me problem? I hope it's not a me problem. It better not be a me problem. I don't like this. I don't like this one. Okay. This is good enough. We'll just do this one. Earbud on, phone in pocket, ready to listen. Okay. So I'm gonna preface this for the people watching the VOD and for the people watching the stream. This is sorry. This is acting as a test stream of sorts. So like I said earlier, I I'm messing with my audio stuff so it can be easier to edit in the future. And I figured instead of playing a game that I might want to edit later, I would actually just like sit here and the main reason I wanted to do this was so I could have music in on the stream, but be able to either cut it out or have it completely muted on the VODs. So, as far as I can tell, uh, you should be able to hear the music, but the VOD people are not able to hear it at all. As of right now. I might change it where I'll just like make it a separate track and whatever, but for now they can't hear it at all. Um so VOD people, come over to the stream if you want to hear music and not just silence. That's all I got to say. The link in the description probably. That's where I put most of my important things. Um so that out of the way, what we're actually going to be doing today, other than just staring at my monitor, is for those of you who don't know, I ran a silly little Attack on Titan tribute game expedition server back in the day. Attack on Titan tribute game is a indie game, fan game for the show Attack on Titan. I don't feel like that's self-explanatory, but just in case. Anyways, a lot of people that play that game, they make little servers and they're like, hey, we want to do more things that are more accurate to the show instead of just killing giant naked babies. So they get together and they make cool things. And my server for the longest time had had very minimal customizable things. I kind of just like took things that I found and kind of put them together haphazardly. And it wasn't very fun to do after doing it for like 4 years. So then what I tried to do is I tried to learn Unity. I tried to learn Blender and figure out how to make things myself. And then I got a little bit in over my head and wasn't able to do what I wanted to do. And I got sad. So then I canceled my server. However, I have I have continued to grow in my skills as a Blender modeler, as a texture maker, um, and somewhat of a Unity mapper. And I feel as though that I'm confident enough to make something where I can start up that server again and be happy with it, maybe, possibly. So, so I have only been doing this new version for a couple of days, and hasn't gotten much of anywhere. Let's see. Let me undeafen and unmute on Discord just in case someone wants to stop by and murder me. And I'll just toggle that just in case. Um, oh yeah, there I am. Hello, I'm moving. Um, but anyways, yeah, I've only been doing this for a couple of days. My checklist is very long of stuff I need to do. I maybe I should go ahead and show you some stuff. Um, welcome to my welcome to this. Um, okay. Now that I think about it, this could go very poorly, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Because I'm very, very stupid. Um, hold on. I gotta go through my regular nonsense. Hold on. I know you probably can't see much in this screen, but I'm not gonna full screen because stuff might be messed up. Um, man, my voice is just destroyed for whatever reason. Sorry for anyone I just flashbanged. Okay. Okay. So here's the map, guys. This is what I was talking about this entire time. No. So another few things I might need to explain for those who haven't played this game before. Um, so this game was originally made by a fellow named Feng Li. Wonderful fellow. Um, he made the game in like 2015, I think. I think. Um, but it was made in Unity. Boo. Um, but Unity 4 specifically, and it hasn't really been updated since then. Um, just a few times, but anyways. So when he left the scene and disappeared off the face of the earth, um, it kind of left people wanting more, but we weren't getting more. So people would start to make mods and stuff about the game. And what I'm currently using right now is called the Expedition mod by a person named Tick on Discord. Um, this is so loud to me. Um, anyways, person on Tick, person named Tick on Discord. Um, Expedition mod is most popular because if you're lucky enough to be able to get the same or a similar Unity version as Feng Li had when he first made the game, you can make things in Unity and then spawn them in with EM mod and commands. So what I've done here is see, I wonder if I can render distance, just max it out, /dark. So you can see over there is the base plate, the default map size. And basically what I've done is I've gone into the AoTTG map editor and just put a cube over here in this completely random spot. Just so we spawn over here. And it allows me to when I spawn in the map to be in the place that I want to be. So one thing about this map that I didn't like and is why I canceled doing it is because it's so massive. It's by far definitely not the biggest map that someone's made for this, but it's so big that it like nearly crashes your game to spawn it in. Where is it? Season 2 map. So if I were to click right now, it would give me the blue circle and tell me that the game isn't responding. So it's best for me to just sit here and let it load. Um let's see. Yeah, you can tell by the horse not moving. All right, and it's loaded in. But this is the Unity part of the Unity map. So what the cube is still under there. But since I spawned in this Unity map, now it makes sense where we are. We're in the military HQ building. Perhaps I should give us some sound. Give me about a moment's time. We're gonna add an application. Let's just do game capture. And we'll call it Attack on Titan. Okay. And then we'll go back to screen share, sorry. And then let's see, game capture. Let me advanced audio properties. Hold on real quick. And I put put background on 2, so let's put game capture on 2 as well. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't mess up anything. Let's see. We should be getting a little bit of audio. Anyways. So yeah, this is the Unity part of the Unity map. And so all of this is something that I've made in Blender and Unity. And when I export it, it spits it out as one big object that I can just spawn in. And so this game is mainly about just like fighting titans and stuff. But I like my server when we did it was more about like the roleplay aspect and feeling like you were in the show. So I like doing small details and stuff. Like there's no reason for all these horses to be here, but they're still here. And at one point in time, this main part of the building here, it had a full ass interior, and you can see remnants of it in there. But it just became really expensive to do that, so it's very bare bones right now. There's only like the important bits, like here's the office of the highest ranking official in the scout regiment, which is not me. But I still want to do this kind of thing, which you'll see here in a little bit. I still want to do this thing, but now I know how to optimize it and make it better for the game, because you could probably tell while I was in there that it was very cramped with how the camera works, and I use a very short camera distance. So I need to accommodate for people that don't use a short view distance. This is the biggest room in the entire building, and I feel like I could still do better. Like, you can see right there my my error of not putting the right texture on the right thing. And there's a lot of that in this, because this building specifically was my learning Blender project. So the first time I had ever started messing around with Blender and actually like wanting to do stuff with it, that wasn't just like moving a cube around and actually modeling something. This was my first project. And forgive me for sounding like braggy or whatever, but I feel like it turned out pretty good for being my first project, but it is very unoptimized. So like each one of these windows here, I didn't know how to just make windows on things. So each one of those windows are just like a cube that is just like haphazardly put onto the surface, and you can kind of see that they stick out a little bit. And if I were to clip inside of this wall, you can see that it's like that everywhere. Which is not very good for performance. These buildings, however, they are newer. And to make it where they ran better, their textures and stuff are they are UV mapped to all one thing. So instead of the roof being one texture and the walls being one texture and the windows being one texture, all of it has been combined into one texture. That's what it's called texture baking or UV baking in the biz. And that basically means that it takes less effort for your computer to load in this object, because instead of having to load in the actual like object itself and then like 4 textures that's on top of it, instead it just has to load 2 things, which is the actual mesh and the texture, which makes it really freaking good. Um, I'm sure for people tuning into this, they're like interested in game dev and have experimented with it and know a bunch of this stuff, but I'm just I'm explaining stuff for the people who might not know. Just just to preface that. Um, Another technique that is very, very, very common in games nowadays is well, not nowadays. It's been around forever. It's called level of detail, or LODs. And basically, what that means is when an object is closer to you, it is at its highest level of detail. And the farther away it is, the lower the level of detail is. So, this building right here that I'm gesturing towards might be LOD 0, which means it's the highest quality. But over there, it might be LOD 3 or LOD 4. And so from here to there, um, at a ratio that I set, it changes LOD 0, LOD 1, LOD 2, LOD 3, etc. And after it reaches its last LOD, there is an option called culled, or culling. And culling just means it disappears and unloads completely, which is obviously the most performant of all of them because it just doesn't exist anymore. Um, AoTTG can be a little bit tricky with this because its LODs, from my point of view, are velocity based. To put it in ignorant terms, that because I don't know what I'm talking about. But basically, if I start to move really fast, some of the buildings will be forced into different level of detail, and you can visually see them unloading if I go too fast. When normally, if I were to just stand still, all of those buildings would be there, which has always weirded me out. But it's also forced me to put a lot of the buildings in higher level of detail when they really should be in lower level of detail. Which is a problem and isn't a problem at the same time. Because, like, look at this game. Things don't have to look the prettiest, but I like them to look pretty. And so it's annoying to have buildings pop in and out of existence. So, let's see. What else we got here? Along with that's just the model side of things, which is what we're going to focus on today. But when I get into Unity, I can do stuff like this, which is this is the gate to the outside world, if you will. And this map is split into two files. It is called TTS1, which is the terrain and all the buildings and the walls, the big objects that don't move or wouldn't need to be swapped out or anything like that. And then there's another file called TTS2, which is stuff like this, which is the gate and a few other little things that I can spawn in and out at will. And so being able to do that, I've split the gate into two separate objects, which means there's one that's an animation of the gate closing, and there's one of the gate opening. And I have that for both sides because there's gates on both sides. I also have one to destroy the gate, but that's besides the point. Let's see, where's my horse? There it is. But if we were doing a thing in my server, we'd all line our horses up right here, and the commander would be like, "Hey, you guys, we're gonna open the gate in like 30 seconds," and then I'd count my brain 30 seconds probably, or set a timer on my something. And then after 30 seconds, I'd go over and I'd press open outer gate, and then it would start to open. And it's slow. It's very, very, very slow. But it's shown to be slow in the show, so I feel like I'm allowed to have this be slow. I think it needs to be a little bit faster, because in the show they wait until it goes all the way up and stops like it just did to go through. And people are impatient. They're not going to want to sit here the entire time and wait for this thing to open. So I'm not going to make them do that for that long, because that only lasts 30 seconds. So I'm kind of thinking going more like 15, 20 seconds. So shave like 10, 15 seconds off of it. But one thing, no, that's not important right now. So now that I'm leaving, I can go out here and close outer gate, and then it will close. But now that I'm out here, I'm gonna turn my mini-map on, and there it is. So the little green dot is me, up at the tip top. Yep, that's me. And I can't really tell how much you can see out of this, but it's big. It's very big. Very, very, very big. In Unity terms, this map is 45,000 by 45,000 width and length. So for those who know Unity dimensions on terrain, that's pretty big. And since this is Unity 4, it has to be one big terrain. So when you're making Unity maps for this game, a constant struggle that people have is that they want their maps to be big so they can do more stuff on them. But also, the bigger the map is, the lower the overall resolution is. So they're constantly having to fight the resolution. So like, realistically, you could have a map that's 80,000 by 80,000, which I've tried to do before with a friend. And that would mean that the smallest brush size for things like paths would be huge. And it just kind of looks gross, to be completely honest with you. So I think with how it is now, that this paintbrush size for the paths is the smallest that I can go. But I feel like it's a reasonable size for what I'm doing. But as you can see, I've been writing for God knows how long, and I've only made it this far. But the reason we're here, the reason I'm streaming this, the reason I'm showing you this, is because this is the map that I want to top. This is the map that I want to, that I feel that it was good, but I know I can do better. If I put my brain to it. And so far, what I've gotten so far is the walls, the main walls for the district and that side of the wall. And that's about it. That's all I've got so far. I might reuse some things like these trees. I think these trees are pretty good. Um, but for the most part, I want to remake everything from the ground up and um just make it better because the bare minimum of what I need, the barest of minimum that I want for this new map is I want partial partial city that we started in. So you remember that I was in I can't really gesture to it, but the cogwheel up there is the district we started in. The city we started in. And it's full. It's very dense. Doesn't perform very well. It performs okay, but for someone that doesn't have a good PC, it might not perform the best. So at bare minimum, I want just enough to put in there where you could go from that main building in the center to the gate and feel like there's a full city, but there isn't. um I want my gate that opens because I feel like that's a integral part of all of this. I want the map to be big enough where expeditions can last hours if we want them to. Um, I need villages that aren't just copy and paste. So in the show, there are a bunch of little towns and houses and villages that are just scattered around this whole place. And so the idea is that we could just go along a path, run along a village, or we could have a mission that is deliberately going to a village to clear it or resupply it of titans, what have you. Um, and then I want some semblance of a forest of giant trees, which is where we're going currently, which I'm actually going to up my horse speed a little bit so we're not here all day. Um, but forest of giant trees, and I feel like if I don't have a full Tross district, which is the city we started in, then I need a full Shiganshina district, which is the one that's on that side, which you can kind of see at the bottom of the map there. Um, because at the very least, we will most often go to that one than we would be inside the first one. Unless you count us spawning in the first one. But other than those few things, all of it's just optional. Um, so what I was doing last night, what I was doing last night before I went honk shoe, um, was I was working on a 2.0 version of that main HQ building. Here we are at the forest, by the way. I'm working on a second version of that HQ that keeps in mind, you know, the player's camera and whatnot, so that it's actually tolerable to be in there. But yeah, this is the forest of giant trees. It is a forest of trees that are abnormally large. I feel like I don't need to explain that, but I just did. But as you can tell, it's a little bit meh in here. It's very like one tone and kind of gross looking. And I feel like if I go back and remaster this, which I probably will, where I like remake the trees and all that good stuff, the first thing that I'm going to do is add more like growth on the bottom of the trunks here so that each tree more like sticks out from each other. And I need to find a better way to add random like rotation and stuff because they're all kind of like facing the same way and whatnot. Anyways, we're gonna head over here to Shiganshina district. I'm showing you the main POIs as of now, so you get an idea of what we're gonna try to make. But then after I show you Shiganshina, we need to just get into Blender. Or I guess I could go into Unity and show you what I have, and then go into Blender and actually get started working. Say, how long have I been going? 30 minutes. Good lord, I know how to talk. But as you can see, we have reached the other side of the map. Because my horse is a god. Among men. And this, for those who haven't seen the show, in the literal first episode of the show, this wall gets broken. So that allows the Titans to come into the region between Tross District and Shiganshina District. So you can see there is a massive hole in this wall. And I think this is, unless you were paying attention when I wrote out, this song is way too loud. VOD heads don't even know what I'm talking about. Anyways, unless you were paying attention when I rode outside of Trost, I made sure that all of the buildings out here looked overgrown and stuff. So I think when I start to remake these building assets, that I'm actually going to make them look more overgrown instead of just like giving them tinges of green in places. But anyways, yeah, there's a massive hole here that Titans can go through. And another completely filled city. And you can see that there's another hole on that side. There's another HQ building, which I don't know if I'm going to do a full interior to. I think I'm just going to do the bottom section with the supplies. And yeah, this is the lower class city. So there's none of those like apartment style buildings. These are just like normal houses. And as you can see, it's not paved. It's actual like grass and stuff in here. And then you have another hole at the very front and the edge of the map. So I've got a lot of work ahead of me, if you can't tell. But there's also a lot of eagerness to bring the server back. And I'm one of those people that are eager to bring it back. So I'm going to try to put as much work as I can into this and bring it back. Because besides streaming and editing and probably needing to get a real job soon and all that stuff, what better things do I have to do, really? Like, I can waste time on this Attack on Titan chibi game. Anyways. And again, for the Unity people that might be watching this or whatever, one of the biggest things that I can't do with this map, even though I would love to be able to do it if this game was in a more modern version of Unity, would be neighboring terrains or splitting a massive map into multiple bits. Because, as I said before, since I have to do everything in one big terrain, it makes things difficult. Like, it limits the amount of trees that I can have that are, like, interactable or whatever you want to call it. It limits the resolution of the height map and the textures. It limits a lot of things, and it's very icky. Um, and I have some pals that are working on getting this game in a more modern Unity version, so that we may mod the game and actually add things in instead of just wishing we could, um, and doing stuff like this. But I don't know how long that will be. And then of course there's the AoTTG2 project, which everyone has their own thoughts about that. But um, let's just say, for those that aren't in the loop, that things aren't looking very good in my opinion. Um, it's just a lot of people that don't really like. I don't want to say they don't know what they're doing, because there's a lot of very skilled people involved with AoTTG2. But what I mean to say is that management is lacking, and it's a lot of people that are really good at what they do, but don't really know how to work together. So what happens is a bunch of things get made, but a lot of things aren't added, or there's two people working on the same thing, or there's two people thinking that the other person is working on the same on one thing, so they don't do something, and it's just very poorly managed. And I feel like if someone were to manage that project better, instead of just being a bunch of like just like kids that don't really know what they're doing, to for a lack of a better everything, that would sounded horrible. um I feel like it has boiled down to being a lot of false promises and a lot of just mess. And I don't want this game to be left off like that. I don't want it to die in obscurity, and the last thing that people remember is that thing that people tried to do and failed. So I'm hoping that either myself, someone else, or the AoTTG2 team can pull together and make something really good for this game, so it can have the send off that it deserves, because this game has been a massive part of my life for a long long time. We're talking like 7 years, 8 years almost, of just running around in circles on a grass plane and having so much fun doing it. And I can't with a good conscience let it go down as something that failed. Not to say that I'm going to be the one that changes everything and I'm going to save everything, but I want to try to help if I can. If bringing my server back can bring people into this game and be like, "Oh, I used to play this when I was younger, and I'm so glad that there's still people that play it," and yada yada yada. If I can do that, then I've succeeded. But to end this little exploration bit of the stream off where we started, this building right here is what we're going to be working on today. It is, in my opinion, the centerpiece of this city. It's not even my opinion. It very obviously is the centerpiece to this city. Um, but it's very important to me to be faithful to what I think actually goes on inside of this building, and for future possibilities that we may be able to do stuff inside of this building if things go to plan. I want it to look good on the inside. So, the room that I've started on is the one on the other side of this window, which is Erwin Smith's office, the commander of the Scout Regiment. Um, we see in here a little bit, and in the show, my character and Erwin talk, and my character is looking at this window, and briefly we get a look outside of the window. And when I first saw the scene, it gives you an establishing shot of like this angle, and that's always made me think that his office was here. And then it shows you outside the window, and they are building something in this courtyard here. So I was like, oh, that makes sense. But in recent viewings, I've noticed that the angle of the window is more like here-ish, where you can kind of see these buildings like it's in line with this rooftop, which means that his office would be around this area. So it's made me rethink how this building is laid out. So last night I tried to like kind of map out a general idea of each floor. Not so much like floor plans for each one, because I'm not going to be able to accurately do that until I'm in Blender. But I just tried to give each floor a purpose, and just like a summary of what's on each floor. And so in the show, there are three regiments, three main regiments. There are the Scout Regiment, the Garrison Regiment, and the Military Police Regiment, or Brigade, or whatever you want to call them. So I guess I can exit out of this game and show you that plan. Headquarters. Anyways, so forgive this for looking like a mess. I didn't know anyone else would ever see this ever, and let alone me upload it on fucking YouTube eventually. But here is the general layout of the building, and then I have some money shots of it from the show. So this part is a bell tower. So this part isn't going to be seen, but anyways, we're going to start from the bottom and go up. So in the show, there's this main warehouse area that they keep God knows what, but most importantly, gas and their supplies for their gear. And you saw this room briefly earlier when I walked into it. But there is a elevator in the center, or what I imagine to be the center, that goes up into another room that is just bonus storage. And in the show, they Titans break into this main warehouse area, and the trainees are completely out of gas. So what their plan is they go down here, and they're up here, and they've got a map of the warehouse area, and they're like planning over here, and then they find some muskets and stuff in storage. So they would keep muskets and stuff up here, I guess. From that. Um, but then they get in the elevator and they go down. And they shoot the Titans in the eyes and they kill the Titans. It's very cool. Um, so these two are the warehouse section. That's why I've colored them in this like burgundy red, whatever color you want to call it. Kind of looks brown, but that's besides the point. Um, Up here is you can see that it's also connected by this elevator, but it stops here. This is where I'm going to put a medical bay for any injured soldiers. You know what a medical bay is. And then these are the logistics offices. So in the show, we see 2, maybe 3 logistics officers that are just in charge of, counting things. You know what logistics are. And I was originally going to just put offices here that are just like tucked away in a corner. But I figured, why not? I could put them up here and make them a little bit nicer. And then these, from here on out, each floor is dedicated to a regiment, and the amount of space that they get is directly correlated to how big the regiment is. So the scouts in the show are the smallest regiment, and in my personal estimate, they've never had more than like 500 people, counting active soldiers, reserves, everything. We get an idea that around like 150 soldiers might go on every single mission, and they have very high casualty rates, so people don't really want to go into the scouts. But anyways, my estimate, 500 at most. So they're gonna have very few officers and stuff. So this this area is going to be Irwin's office is going to be over on this side, as you can see. This is the eastern side. So his office is going to be over on this side, and then there probably will be my character's office, something else, and probably a big conference room somewhere in the middle, and then the rest, I'm not exactly sure yet. And then that sort of thing will just carry over into the other regiments, where the garrison is the biggest. From the numbers I've seen, it says that there's 3,000 garrison members, but I'm inclined to think there's way more. Anyways, they're the biggest regiment, so they have the most space here. And then the MPs, second smallest, they have like 2,000 members overall. So they get up here, and they're also preppy as hell, and they super snobby because they're the quote unquote best of the best. So they get the nice stuff up here. And then here I just planned on making it just a miscellaneous storage room, and then having a ladder that goes up into the bell tower and allows you to get up here onto this roof part. And I'll also put a door or something on this level so you can get off here as well. But that's the basic idea. So you're probably wondering, I'm gonna do the same thing as I did with the last one, and this will just be all decorative when I eventually make that. I'm not gonna go through the effort of making this entire thing interiorized, if you will. Um, but I'd like to if I had a game that actually worked. But it'd just be a waste of time. So, um, let's see. So, anything else that I need to cover? No. Um, yeah, no. So the floor that I started working on was the one with Erwin's office, but as I said, I always thought that it was like up here in one of these two floors, but in reality, I've changed my mind and think that it's like down here. So I'll need to see I'll need to see whether I need to change my design for his office or not. Um, but I guess we won't know until we look. Um, Let me open Blender. Let me just go over here and see how we're doing. Everything looks fine. Why is it gray? Oh, okay. So we're going to open. Don't look at my files, or I will kill you. Um. Okay. So this is what I have currently. Um. Let me see if I can pull up a reference image for what I'm looking at. Erwin's office. Whoops. Um. Let's see, this image is bigger. We're gonna open this in new tab. Open image in new tab. Okay. Anyways, I guess it's pulling it up on Reddit, but here we go. So this is Erwin's office in the show. This is the best shot that we get of it, as far as I can tell. And as you can see, I have Erwin for scale over here. Erwin for scale. In a similar position as he was in the screenshot. So this is what I got so far. But again, this is with the idea that this section was up here somewhere. So um I'm going to use these windows as a sort of measurement system. So up here we have, what's that, 7 windows on each side. So we're going to say that the bottom layer with the same spacing has, let's see. Let's just look. Put them there. And then do another one. Put it there. This is going to be extremely rough. Extremely rough. So let's go into edit mode. And boop. Okay. Out of edit mode. And let's see. So that just added 4 more windows to the whole thing. So that's 11 windows, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes. Look at me. I know how to do math. Um, I don't think that's horrible. Um, and by doing it this way, it allows me to just be able to move Erwin's office down and maintain this same thickness of the walls. However, I can't keep this stuff. So this is going to be a problem. So really, let's hide this in the floor. And do we have cutout floor, wall starter, wall starter? I have so many of these things. Whoa, okay. Ass ahoy. Okay, what? Ugh. Okay, so what I'm learning is none of this is salvageable. Unless I just start with Erwin's office, I guess. Um, okay. Alright. I understand. So let me look at my references here. How many windows are down here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I got pretty close. Um, I got pretty damn close. What about on this side? Looks like there's a lot more windows on this side for whatever reason. But I think I'm gonna stick to 11. I think having it as 7 and 10 is weird on this side much more than it is on this side, because on this side it looks pretty normal. It's just like, oh yeah, this and whatever. But on the front side here, um, windows won't line up, and I feel like it will look kind of gross. So like from here, let's see, can I? Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Let me merge these and then do set origin to a geometry. All right, and then what I'm gonna do is that's gonna stay there, and then this is going to go to God knows where. Let's do Z90. This doesn't really matter right now. I'm just gonna like act like it matters. But I'm gonna need you guys to use your imagination and act like there's actually like walls here. So actually I need to put this down lower so you can get an idea of what I'm doing here. Um Actually, let me I I'm in Blender. I can do whatever I want. I'm a god in this universe. Um so we're just going to put put that there. So, oh, that's one, and then we're going to do that again, but make it wider. So it's yep, something like that. And then make it wider again. Something like that. Let me just face select, pull out. Blankets. Good enough. We're gonna bring up. No, actually, we're gonna bring these down a little bit. We're gonna bring these down a little bit. So from here, this is the side. Sorry, it's annoying me that it's not where it should be. Eh, bring it up just a little tad. Okay. So on this side, that's what it should look like, where it's got this overhang bit and whatever, and I'll put a door here so you can come out and be like, oh look, I'm on the balcony, yeah, and whatever. But on this side, if it was 10 and 10, it would be like, I don't know, it wouldn't like these windows here, they don't they line up now, but then if I did 10 and 10, then they wouldn't line up. So then if I wanted them to line up, I'd have to like push this top over a bit. So I guess it's more of a question of, do I value it lining up more than accuracy? No, I don't. We're gonna go for accuracy. I've decided. I didn't even need your help. Um I'm sorry, that was mean. I didn't mean to be mean, guys. Because that corner's there, I'm gonna remove it like this, because it's just easier that way. So then we're going to sploinkle. And actually, wait, no. Let me bring this out so it does that. But then let me get this right. I don't know why I'm so like obsessed with getting this to look good. This is literally just for like example purposes. Anyways, so there's 10 and 10, or sorry, 7 and 10. So yeah, that's 7 up here, 10 up here. They line up, and then you have 7 up here, 10 up here. So that just means that this bit doesn't sit in the middle when it's up here, and that you have this tiny little walkway here, which makes me more inclined to put the door back here, because we never see back here. That I know of, we never see back here. So if you just had this thin walkway to walk around, I think that would be good. Realistically, you'd probably have more than one entrance to go in and out of, but um, this isn't real. This is a fake world where things don't make sense. Um, but yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I think the first step is to cry. First off, um, we're gonna hide all of these things, and then I guess we'll hide these. No, we're fine with not hiding these. Uh, right. Let's see how this lines up with Mr. Hold on. I think I need to do this over again so I can properly space them. Um, so if we look at our reference, let's pull up another one. just for shits and gigs. Um, see, copy, open image in new. Okay. So here's him and my character having a little chat. Um, for reference, my character is 6'5", I believe, and Erwin here is either 6'2" or 6'3". So they're gonna be relatively close, but my character is gonna be just a little bit taller, and it seems like his waist is pretty even with the windowsill. That's a Titan. Um, so I'm gonna say that it needs to be like here-ish, and that's the healthy height, if you will. Um, and since the only thing that I'm really worried about with this specific floor is Erwin's office and getting that right, um, I don't have to worry that much about spacing. So if I go and I look at my reference over here, it's very like these corners are very uh wide. I don't know what to say. Spaced out, I guess, but the in-betweens of these windows are pretty small. Let's see. Maybe instead of pulling this up every single time, I'm gonna just get another like Google page open. And I'm gonna pull it over here. Um, we'll see. Let's see, can I open image in new tab? That downloaded it for whatever reason. I love it when it does that and doesn't like give you a warning that it's gonna do that. But whatever. Um, a lot of this is gonna come down to creative liberty, which I'm fine with. But I want it to get as accurate as possible. So, ignoring the title of this, I don't even know if you can read it. These are the windows up here. Let's see. Can I? Yeah. So these windows up here are the ones that we're making currently. These are the ones we're working on. Um, and yeah, they look pretty spaced out. Um, and in all honesty, if I were really putting Erwin's office somewhere and just based on like windows and stuff, I would have put it in one of these because the shape is a lot more accurate to what we see over here. Um, unless this building is absolutely massive, which I'm not doubting that it is, but if this space between these two windows is theoretically double this length, this building is huge. Um, but anyways, we're gonna do what we want, frankly. Um, so for now, so we said we wanted 10. So let me just theorize here for a second. So we're going to say that that's enough distance. And we're going to put the wall like here-ish, maybe. Um, but I'm inclined to put Erwin's office in a corner. So literally I'm thinking that his office is like here, um in this like left-hand corner. This isn't the same building, obviously, because it's got this fucking dome thing on top. But every district has a version of this building, so I'm just using this as reference. Um so I should put all of these on the fucking same. Hold on. I'm learning how to use computers for the first time, obviously. You can't tell. Um, but, yeah, and then, hold on. Let me cook. I didn't just say that. You didn't hear me say that because that was horrifying. Um, so this is what I was going to do. I was going to look with my eyeballs at the thing here. I think if we give it enough space on this side, that maybe I can fit his office in the corner, maybe. I don't know. It's very long. I feel like I'm gonna have to do like what I was doing before and at least put another room here. So we'll say that his office is not in the middle, but it's closer to that side. And then we'll put like two windows over here and then have the fucking corner. Let's see, what is this on the Y? This is negative. We'll do -3. So then that means that this one is -6-ish. Yes. -6. So then that's it for that side. Because, yeah. And then here, we're going to go positive 0.3. And then positive 0.6. And then positive 0.9. And then positive 1.2. And then positive, just fuck. How do you math? 15? Yeah. I'm stupid. Ignore me being stupid. So we need 10 on this level. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Two more. So 18. And then 21, I believe. So there's our 10. Yep. Always gotta double check. Always have to. So those are that. So then just to mark the corner, um, do I have where's my wall starter? It's okay. There he is. So just the mark the corner. So location on the Z is 0.17. The Y is 1.26 and the X is 1.26. So that's directly in the corner. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say that actually we're gonna say I'm tempted to say that that's enough. Like this space here, this being the corner, because we also have these watchtower things that go here that are gonna take up a little bit. So I might go ahead and say that that's enough for this. But now I have to, because everything's so spread out weird, I have to figure out what to do here. So what is the, I need to know the difference between these two things. So that's y negative 0.6 and 126. 66. So then if I go here and that's 2.1. It's 2.78. So if I go this and go 2.78, that should put it in the right place theoretically. Unless it didn't and I look like an idiot. Oh, 2.76. Sorry. Yeah, that made a huge difference. Wow, I'm awesome. All right, hold on. Guys, you're gonna see that math is not my strong suit and has never been. So 1.26 minus 0.6 is 0.66. So that should mean that the difference between these two is 0.66. So then if I go here to 2.1 and add 0.66, it should be 2.76. So now this one should be 2.76 as well. And then this one should be 2.76. Whoops. 2.76. So just for illustrative purposes, hold on, let me copy this before I look like an idiot. Okay. I join those. I gotta do this for myself so I can actually see it, that it's not wrong. I hope you guys can understand that I'm an idiot and I need you to support me in these trying times. Ad break in progress. Okay. Okay. All right. We're back. We're back. Okay. I seem to have done it. I seen that looks like a square to me. Unless I'm off by like 0.3 like inches or whatever unit of measurement you want to use. Um let's see, can I see my floor? Plain floor. So then that's not in the right place, but we won't talk about that right now. Can we snap to no. Okay. Um I think I'm gonna BRB and get food. Maybe because actually no, I have a granola bar right here that's just been sitting here this entire time. Don't mind me as I get my snack on. Ow. Hmm. Hmm. I don't want to touch my mouse and keyboard with sticky fingers. So give me a second. Mm-mm-mm. This is a good granola bar. How you guys doing? I've been yapping this entire time, but I haven't really talked to you guys that much. Mm-mm-mm. I can barely even hear the music anymore. I had to turn it down so low. I couldn't hear myself think. My dad, he got pizza, and I woke up a little bit before I needed to stream, but I knew I had to do all my audio stuff. So I walked into the kitchen and I just looked at the pizza and I was like, another time, another time. So I just grabbed a granola bar and was like, I don't want to starve because I'm going to be here for a while, but you know, you know how it be. All of you know how it be. Wait till the last second to eat food and then just be miserable forever. Let me reply to some text messages and stuff before I get into this. Hmm. Did I miss anything else? I don't think so. All right. I think people now know that I'm not dead and I just went live. I'm grooving. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. So too loud. Music. Chill your fucking ass out. I have no reason to be that loud. Okay. Oh. So, uh, there's no way that that is the same like distance. Let me. Here I go. Time to add my cube again. Well, obviously it's not gonna. I mean, it looks like a square, and it talks like a square, and it moves like a square, but okay, I guess it is a square. But when I first looked at it, I couldn't see that the distance between this window and the edge wasn't the same as this window as the at the it wasn't the same as this window to the edge as it is to this window to the edge, but I was wrong, obviously. Um but now that I know, we're gonna get moving. Um so first things first, what I want to do is I want to raise the roof a bit. Can I see? Okay. So ceiling's already pretty high, but I'm thinking just for the sake of doing things differently, maybe not that high. I don't know. Maybe what? So that's point 18. I had it at point 17 a second ago. I think I'm gonna do point 18. Oh, so then if I do 0, I, 'put it there. And then if I do, God, 36. So there's, get out of here, plane floor. There's our two, that's our this floor and this floor. So now we need to do negative 18 for this one. So then now that's our this floor. So then help me select. Thank you. And now we're gonna do negative 36. Okay. And then let me just real quick. I'm gonna do some like caveman math real quick. Okay. And then we're gonna take this and go down here. All about ratios, you see. Hold on. All about getting ratios correct and being the best that has ever lived. So that's 5. So we're at negative 36 right now, if I'm correct. Negative 36. So negative 36 plus, let's do 0.18 times 5, 0.9. So we're going to do 0.36 plus 0.9. It's going to give us 1.26. So negative 1.26. Okay. Oh. Okay. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna raise this up to to 0.2. So then I can do negative 0.4. or sorry, positive 0.4. And then that stays the same. This would be negative 0.2. And then this would be negative 0.4. And then this would be that would be negative 1.4. I don't know, it seems really big. Okay. Let's let's scratch this for a second. I know all of you are so devastated that I did that. Okay. So instead of here, instead of 1.26, we're just gonna do 1.2, or maybe just 1. 1.1. Sure. Yeah, 1.1 is good. So then this was 0.6, if I'm correct. So we do 1.1 minus 0.6. It's 0.5. I should have known that. I'm stupid. So positive. No, wait, no. I need to do. This is 2.1 plus 0.5, so that would be 2.6. Okay. And then this one needs to be. Let's see. Let's see. How did I do this before? Oh, let me go ahead and raise this up to 0.2 because I changed it to 0.2. So let's do. This was 2.6 plus 1.1. So 3.7. What does this tell me? I don't need that. Am I being really stupid right now? Yes, I am. Because this goes in the positive. So if I do negative. God, I have the memory of a goldfish. I forget what I literally just deleted off my calculator. Because I'm using my calculator. Because I'm dumb. So 2.6 plus 1.1, 3.7. This was 1.1, right? I'm not making that up? Yes. Okay. So 3.7. So now I need negative 126 plus 3.7. It gives me 244. Then now this x goes to 2.44, and this one goes to 2.44. Welcome to the stream where you get to watch me struggle at math. Woohoo. Okay. So now that that's out of the way, we'll do this again where I copy this and then hide it for all to witness. Okay. So now we go into edge mode. Bup, and then bup, and bup. Sorry, bup. You, no, you. Hold on, hold on. Oh, you're not a part of this ordeal. What? Okay. That was weird. I thought I had already selected that, but okay. Um. Boop. And then boop. And boop. And then boop. And boop. Okay. Welcome. We've made another square. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do exactly what we did before, but now with better. So this is 0.4. This goes to 0. This goes to negative 0.2. And this goes to negative 0.4. So then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then we have 1. So it ended up being negative 1 plus 2, if I'm correct. Negative 1. Negative 1, and then we'll give it a 2. 1.2. I think that's better than what it was. It's hard to tell, but I want this. Hold on. See how like tall this is? I have a Titan that I can pull up for reference, but that's as big as they get, and there's no way that there's no way. There's no way at all. So we're just gonna have to go for it. I think maybe what I might do is I might say fuck it and make another like supply room maybe. Either that or I just keep extending how big the warehouse is. So I could do like 0.4 maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So I'm just so I can see what the fuck I'm doing. Let me copy this before I run out of undos. And then combine all of these. Oh wait, I don't want to combine the last one. Just want to combine these ones. No wait, I should make it that one. Okay. So edit mode, and we're gonna go U and U, bop, and then 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 we're just gonna extrude this one downwards to get an idea of how big it is. Okay. So this is what we're working with currently. Why does it look lopsided? Did I not make this right? Did I not fucking make this right? I mean, who's really surprised? But why is this distance so much greater than this one now? Okay. Sorry, guys. Wait, what happened to... Hold on. Hold on. I understand what happened. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there's one window missing. When did I... When did I hide this window? What are you doing there? One, two, three, 4, 5, 7, 8. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I was just missing a window. Hold on. That nearly scared the bejesus out of me. Okay. I still think it needs to be taller. 2.6. I think. God. I don't want to keep remaking this because we're gonna be here forever. But this is so... It's so squatty. Like it feels like it needs to be like there. Or maybe there. All right. Let me see what's close to that. Yeah, I bet it's gonna be 0.8 or like 0.2. That's close enough. 1.8 is good. We will stick with 0.8. So just these were here for just my my reasons. Okay. So now we're gonna join these. Very cool. Okay. So then for these, I'm just gonna copy them, uh, copy them, paste them, and then go up. And then for this, what did I end up doing? I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that what I did? No. I think I removed 3 on this end instead and did it that way. I think. Oh. Do I have the starter for this wall? Hold on. Okay. So I did the y is negative 1.1. That's 5. Okay. I just had to keep in mind what the distance was between these. Oh wait, hold on. Shut up, shut up, shut up. Okay. I need to do it this way because if I do it the other way, I won't have any space on this side. Brap. Thank you. Thank you for brapping in my chat. Um Wall starter. Nope, this one. This one, right? Yes. Okay. So let's just go up to 0.6 and then what was this one? 1.8. Wait, hey, and click it. Okay. So 1.8 plus 0.5, 2.3. Wrong one. 2.3. Hold on, let me... Whoa, okay. I can't tell, are these... Do these seem significantly smaller? I don't know. I feel like maybe I could do 0.5 instead. So, or not 0.5 instead, but maybe like 0.3 instead. So, no, but that's how far the windows are from each other. We'll do 0.4. So this would be 2.2. And then this one is, that one's 0. So then that would make this one negative 4, negative 0.4, I think. I think. Okay. I think what I could be doing realistically is instead of... I'll figure it out. Okay. So this one... This... Hold on. Good God. So what is the difference between 2.2? So I guess I should do negative 0.4 plus 2.2. That would be 1.8. So then negative 1.26 plus 1.8. No, I don't think this is right at all. Yeah, that isn't right. I think it should be no, that's not right. Negative 1.26 minus, or no, God, I'm so stupid. 1.26 plus 1.8. 54. No. It's even worse. I don't know how to do math. My brain doesn't work. Let's do a rotate. So and then these are all 3 apart. So then if I push it on the X ever so slightly, that would be wrong way. What am I doing? Didn't I do it 3? Yeah, I did it by 3, so why is this not... None of this makes sense to me. Does anyone know how to do math in my chat? um... So this is saying that's 0.96. What? So it's telling me, I just put it in my calculator to double check myself, and it's telling me that the difference between negative 1.26 and negative 0.96, where was it? 96, yeah, is 3. I don't... 1.26. 1.26 minus 0.96 equals 3.3, rather. So you'd think I could go in here and I could be like, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. The difference is 30, not 3. Yep. I hate decimals. Okay, so 0.96 minus 0.3. 66. I'm just gonna inch along until I get to where I need to be. And then this is 36. Okay, and then I did it as 0.4. So negative 0.36 minus 0.4. No, I should have done plus. Is 0.04. Okay. So that means that my y should be, God knows what it should be. What's this one? My y is 1.8. So 1.8. So 2.2. 2.2. Yeah. And then I should be able to just do the negatives, right? No, it will never be that easy. I don't know why I'm tricking myself into thinking that way. So the y here is 0, and then 0.4. Nope, hold on, negative 0.4. And then let me just, the y for this is 0.9. Let's do 0.9. Then let's change the angle back to 0. And then, oh God, I haven't done this much math since like 2nd grade. That's just not true. I don't know why I decided to lie to you like that. So the x here is, fuck if I know. Is it just going to be the positive 1.2? Surely not. Surely not. No, definitely not. Can't be. Impossible. So this is, hold on, 0.4 plus 0.3 plus 0.3 plus 0.3 plus 0.3. Hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 3 times 6 plus 0.8. It's 2.6. So this will be 2.6 minus 1.26. So this needs to be 1.34. No, the hell it doesn't. Watch me as I go insane. So literally what I just did is I counted the spaces between the windows, and that was 6 because there's 7 windows, so there's 6 spaces between each window, and that's all of the distance between these windows is 0.3, and then it's 0.4 on either side here. So I did 6 times 0.3 to get this, and then I did 0.4, 0.4, and I got 2.6. And this here is negative 1.26. So then when I did 2 point whatever and subtracted negative 1.26 from it, I got this, and it's way too far out, and I don't understand. I'm scared. Help. I've got this. Don't worry. It's gonna be like 0.85. Nope, 0.86. There we go. So 0.86 plus 0.4. is 1.26. Therefore, this should be 1.26. It's literally exactly what it was beforehand. But hold on. We're doing the fucking cube test again. Hold on. We're doing we're doing science here. We're doing science. Look, this is a cube. Wow. So cool. And then we're gonna see this cannot be correct. This simply cannot be correct. It's right on every single face except for this one. I'm gonna end it all, I think. Why couldn't I just have made this easy for myself and use normal ass numbers? No, I had to use fucking TTS check. There's no there's no TTS in normal chat. It's donations. You send a donation of $2 or more, I think, or 200 bits. I think you can do it with bits. Then you can have your message read with TTS. I'm sorry to disappoint. Um, welcome to me struggling with math. I don't know how long you've been here, but very stupid as it would seem. Is okay. So this should be y.9, which I believe this big cube is. Yes. And so this one, it's the x that I need to be worried about, and that is correct. So I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't understand. How do I math? How do I do it? So this I never I never I never I never. That's all I have to say is I never. It should be a perfect square. That's what I'm trying to do, is this should be a perfect square. So why? I don't even. The only thing I could be getting wrong is the X here. Everything else seems to be fine, but it's the X that's throwing me off. So let's see, let me just use this for, so then so let me try to show you what's going on in my brain. So this wall is nearly correct. Between each one of these windows is a 0.3 difference. So like if this is 0, and it isn't, but if this is 0, then this is on 0.3. This is 0.6, this is 0.9, this is point whatever, you know? And then on the edges here, it's a 0.4 distance. But here it's not long enough so that these windows aren't lining up like they're supposed to, even though it's supposed to be a perfect square from the top. And I'm trying to figure out what's wrong, but can't. And the only thing that I can think about that could be wrong is that this side, like these sides, are too far over to the left here, so that my cube can't expand far enough to be a perfect goodness. I don't I don't have the brain power to properly explain, but if that made any sense whatsoever. Uh so from negative 1.26, if I add 0.4, should be negative 0.86. Okay. I think I think we found our problem. Uh 0.56. Um Hold on. Yeah. Okay. I was being stupid there for a second. Um, 0.3. It's 2.6, and then plus 0.3, 0.004. And then you. Wait, no. Wait, yes. Wait, no. Wait, yes. Hold on. What? What? Am I healthy? I'm so confused. So, you probably can't read this, but what I'm paying attention to here is the Y number, and right here on the one that I have highlighted, it is 0.9, right? And then I go over to the next window, and it is 0.6. So if I go up here, 0.9, 0.6. If I go over here, however, this window in the middle is um it is negative 0.04, and 0.3 from that is apparently negative 0.26. But this distance between these two here is not the same between these two, because I'm gonna end my life. It's over. It's I just can't do it. I can't I can't live like this anymore. If I do negative 0.04 plus zero point 0.3, I get I mean, okay. Let's just try it this way and see what happens. So then this one negative, sorry, negative point 0.26 plus negative 0.3. I don't know. See, I just went from this one to this one is apparently zero point 0.3, but then from this one to this one, this is apparently 0.3. That's just not correct. One of these is wrong. I don't know what I'm doing wrong to get these fucking numbers all wonky. No, I'm using my calculator to do this. And so like maybe I just don't know how to use a calculator properly, but I don't see how I'm getting such different numbers that have this like such wacky fucking results. Cause so what I'm trying to do, I just hid that inside of there. Anyways, this is 0. Easy. Y 0. So then all I'm gonna do is add 0.4. Negative 0.4. and it puts it out there. Are you subtracting the negative instead of adding? I have been adding. But, so I'm just all I'm trying to do here is 0.3, 0.3, 0.3, 0.4. And the 0.4 is just giving me more space on the corner. So in my mind, since this one is on 0y, all I have to do is go 0.4 in this direction to get the right number. And it goes out here. So I can't think of something I'm doing astronomically wrong other than this, like, not the y, but the x being messed up. I feel like this is messed up somehow because if no, God, I don't know. 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 So let me do what you're saying. I do. Yeah, negative 0.34 would be wrong. Whoa. What if I just did positive 0.4? No, 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 no. You did. You're here to watch me struggle at math. Okay. Let me give me. Thank you. So that's the. It's gonna be the x. Correct. Should be 0.4. No, negative 0.4. Thank you. So that should be the corner. Yeah, but I gotta swap the negatives. That's the only thing is because this part, this is negative and this is positive on the x. So I gotta swap what you said, but I see what you mean. So this would be that, and then insanity, insanity, insanity. I'm getting there. 86. See? That's right. I have it right. And then from there, be 5, 5, 6. Also correct. Then from here, it should be 0.26, negative 0.26. Also correct. Then from here, you can go 0.04. Anyways, we're just gonna keep going. And that goes into. Hold on. Did I do this correctly? Okay, yes. So then this one's going to be positive 3, 4. So let's hide this and see what we've done. That's me inputting the numbers just swapped that you just put in. And for some reason it messes up right here. Because I don't see. Hold on. So corner 0.4, 0.3, 0.3, whatever that is. Give me the controls. I'm tempted. I'm so tempted. I'm so tempted. Let's see. Let's hide this as well. So here's a corner. Here's a corner. So it's literally just this one that's messed up. The 0.04 is wrong. Somewhere in our math, this 0.04 is wrong. That's the only thing that I can think of. It needs to be like here. And that's, see, it needs to be like here. And that's positive 0.04. Is that? Because the whole thing about this was that it wasn't centered. I think we fixed it though. Whole thing about it was that it wasn't centered. So all I wanted to do was be able to extend it, and then all the windows would be able to go back to where they were. Hold on. Hold on. I think we did it. I think we did it. It was the classic switch the negatives to positives nonsense. So this needs to be positive that. And this needs to be whatever the fuck this one was. 0.9. I forget what what was this one? 1.34. We did it. And by we, I mean mostly Raph. Because I can't do shit by myself, apparently. Okay. So now let me hide this cube so I can do what I actually wanted to do. Okay. The wireframe, it wires. Um, okay. Now we can actually get somewhere. Hopefully. I selected the wrong edge. I love everything about life. No. Thank you. Round of applause for Raph for uh staying with me through all this insanity. And anyone else that didn't just immediately berate me with horrible, horrible things. Math, 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 math. My thoughts exactly. So this. Okay, so 4 floors. Clap. So that's one, one, two, three, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay, so we're gonna make the ceilings on this floor a little bit higher. So this is 4, this is 6. So we're gonna say 8. Oh, we're not gonna go to 8. We're not gonna go to 8. I just changed my mind. We're gonna go to 7. So that would make these floors 3. So 7, 8, 9, 10. But it's already there. So 0.3. And then we will do If I can... What are numbers? 16 is what I need to do next. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3. So then that means that all of these windows need to come down a bit. Okay. Boop. Okay. And then these two need to join up. Welcome to the wireframe. Welcome to the wireframe, fool. Okay. Now we're just gonna go ahead and make sure all of these are one piece. Boop. Okay. Yep, what you just said. I agree. So how high up are these? Okay. 0.075, we'll say. 0.075, 0.075, 0.075. Just make sure all of these are correct. 0.075, 0.075, 0.075, 0.075, 0.075, 0.075. Okay. So then now it's this floor that they're on. So this was... Fuck, I should have kept... I should have kept that around and waited. Put it down here. Hold on, I got this. Hold on. Oh, great. Okay, so this was just the 10 one. Oh, this was just the 10 one. Okay. Excellent. Though I might do 0.7. Let's see. How high up would that be for Mr. Ehrlich here? Yeah. We'll do 8. Maybe. What about 8.5? 8.5 is better. Okay, so nope, wrong one. Let's see, can I turn on typing? Uh, how do I smaller? Oh, hold on. I got this. Nice. Hold on. Boop. Okay. Uh, hold on. Okay. All right. So all I want to do here, get a loop cut right where, oh, well, right there, and do the same thing right there. Okay. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Ooh, there it is. There we go. Hey. Okay. Now we're gonna boop, and then merge at last. Then boop, merge at last, and then merge at last, and merge at last. Okay. So now maybe see. I'll just do it like this for now. Just gonna do it like this for now. Okay. Let me just trust me. I need everyone to stay calm while I do this. How long have I been waffling on? Hold on. So okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to I forget how to do it exactly. But really, I guess I could just I guess I could just do it this way since they're all just planes. I should keyword should be able to just and like that. Uh, actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it twice. So I'm gonna bop and then actually no, I think once is fine. I think once is perfectly fine. So the next thing I'm worried about is the staircase. Not to mention that I should probably do these windows. I'm gonna save this one just in case. Um, Here we go. Time to math again. This. Why do I do this to myself? Much. It's actually 2.44 on the X. I'm just gonna accept that as law right now. And then it's 0.5 on this one. So that would be 4, and then this wrong one. Wrong one again. It's a -1. And then I need to do 0.39, I think. Hold on. See, this is 0.1. God, I keep doing that. Keep doing this. Yeah, -1. And then this one should be -5. So 1.94 looks right. Okay, what was the... I know I saved a wall starter in here somewhere. Right there. So what is your y, my friend? -1.1. Well, you're sticking out enough. Okay. Oh. How long have I been going? 3 hours? Have I been just struggling with math for 3 hours? Good God almighty. Why are you guys watching this? I mean, thank you, but I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Um, so the way I made the last one was I split all the floors into multiple pieces so I could more accurately look at each floor. So maybe I'll do that again. Let me see. Uh, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. But, ground 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth floor. Sixth floor. Seventh floor. Eighth floor. Oh. Eighth floor, and then roof. That should be correct. Well, this is unreasonable. Ground 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Delete you. Delete you. Delete you. I don't think I need all of this can be hidden. Welcome to the mass. Not like you know, like going to church mass, but like, you know, all of you know. How do I... Hmm. I don't think the best way of um that's fine. Okay. So here's the deal. I'm gonna work on all the floors separately, and then after I'm done with them, I'm just gonna and eat them up or encase them in walls. I think for the time being, I'm gonna slap some textures on here because this is ugly. Uh, wood floor. Interesting. Oh yeah, I remember it being like pitch black. Okay. So this this is this is east. Okay. So we are going to UV editing, vertical split, UV editor, um, -90, and then we're going to scale 50. Yep. Okay. So everyone remember, -90 scale 50. I don't think it's gonna matter anyways, but my napkin fell. Not my napkin. Not my napkin. Okay. Save it quickly. Okay. And then wood floor, and then select all, and then -90, and then scale, and then 50. Okay. I'm not actually gonna use the same wood for every floor because that would be dumb. Um, but oh lord, hold on, hold on. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna do the same thing with the top. And then, where are you, you little bastards? And bip, bip, bip. Okay. Uh, ugh. Bip, bip. Okay. And bip. Nope. Bip. 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 Okay. So then here, we're gonna do, did I already do -90? I guess we'll see. Scale 50. What about 75? What about scale 75? What about scale 100? Nope, too much. What about scale 80? We'll do scale 80. And just for the sake of this, I'm gonna hide this for a second. So I can wood floor again. I can select all, do this, and then scale 80. Yep, okay. Scale 80 will work on everything. Good to know. Oh, back hurty. Time to save. Hold on, -90, bucko. Then scale 80. And then this. Gonna do a classic this, and then we're gonna 90, and then we're gonna get the wood, Should have done that first. Then we're gonna scale 80. And check it. Make sure it looks good. Looks pretty swag. I just said swag unironically. I don't like that the edges on this one are fucked, but I'm not changing them. Hold on. -90. Add the wood. Add the wood. And then scale 80. And then the bottom one, I guess I'll do it wood, even though it's not going to be. Because why not? We're having fun here, aren't we? Scale 80. Woohoo! Look at that, guys. We made the brown. We made the brown. Ugh. Can we get pogs in the chat for brown? Brown pog. I'm gonna brown. I'm gonna brown. I'm schützing. Pog champ. Pog champ. Okay. I think I'm gonna take a break from this because, like I said, I have been going for 3 hours. So I think that means that stream's gotta end, boyos. Unfortunate, I know. Everyone's having such a joyous time watching me struggle with math and make brown whatever this is. But you gotta do what you gotta do. We are going to raid somebody. So stick around. Don't leave yet. But yeah, we're gonna end stream here. Next time I stream this, if I do, it'll probably be farther along than this. Obviously. Did stream just end, bruh? Yeah, it did. It's about to. We're about to raid somebody. I'm so sorry that you get here every single time right when I'm gonna end. Every damn time. I know. I'm sorry.